Hey guys, what is up? It is Dusty Tucker. I finally am going to get to a shooting video today, but not right off the hop, because I'd like to show you what I'm going to do. This is going to be based on the Colt Police Positive. This one is in 38 Smith & Wesson, not 38 Special. As you can see, a 38 Special would not fit in that cylinder. So that's what I thought when I bought it. I thought this was in 38 Special. I was wrong, so I had to go out and buy a bunch of gear and acquire the right stuff to shoot it. I like the nice Colt emblem on the handle, and there's a engraved on the frame on this side too. I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but probably not. Anyways, this is my first single double action revolver. I guess you would just say it's a double action revolver. This is the first one I've ever owned, and I'm pretty excited. Yes, it's unloaded. Pretty excited to shoot this with you guys today. I've only shot this once, and that was with a person's loads that I was talking to over the internet, and they performed pretty well. So sorry, I apologize, my voice is still gone from the Dead South concert that I went to, and I was hooting and hollering a little bit much, so bear with me. He is shooting, he gave me this little card. He didn't really tell me how much on the information, but he's shooting a 145 grain bullet. I took the liberty of pulling one of his bullets because I wanted to do some research. So, yeah, 145 grain lead round nose cast bullet. With 2.1 grains of tight group powder and small pistol primers, Dominion cases. That's pretty much all I got for information. So, excuse me. So I had to figure out what the bullet diameter was. So I pulled one of his bullets, and it looks like I'm getting 3.58, 3.59. 3.58, 3.59, 3.585. Yeah, so I don't know exactly what mold he would have used for that, but it's 245 grain bullet, probably 358 dropped cast. So what I mean dropped is dropped in water. What I'm using is a 125 grain bullet instead of 145 grain. So I'm 20 grains shy on the bullet, but I don't want to purchase a new mold because I'm not going to be shooting this baby a lot. I don't want to overwork her. So I'd like to keep this one for as long as I can. This one, I enjoy it. I've only shot it once, and it's a fun gun to shoot. So I'm shooting, like I said, the 125 grain bullets with 1.9 grains of tight group. I loaded two separate bullets. I loaded a 1.9 and a 2.1 just to see. I don't want to go over his load there. So I'm assuming his is probably on the higher load. So in Dominion cases, small pistol primers. So today I'm going to go to the range and I'm going to compare his load to mine. Now I'm assuming, I don't know if you can see this very well. Yeah, this camera's not the greatest. But there is there's no crimp on this bullet. There's no crimp on it at all. So I'm assuming he did not have the right die set for this. I keep dropping stuff, excuse me. But you can see on mine that I got it. Of course, I dropped it, so there's dog hair and crap all over it. I got a nice roll crimp on there, and that's because I went to a local gun show and bought a set of 38 Smith & Wesson die sets. Now, some people were telling me that I could just use the 38 Special die set, but I don't think the Lee bullet seating / crimping would work on that, because I think it's set to a 38 Special case length and not a 38 Smith & Wesson case length. So, and I didn't want to change my settings because I have those settings set perfectly for my 38 special cowboy loads. So I just took and said, screw it. I only paid $50 for this, so now I got a legitimate die set for this bullet, which I'm really pumped about. So I'm going to be comparing these two bullets today, comparing accuracy, recoil, blah blah blah. And yeah, so enough blabbering. I guess we'll get out to the range here and do some shooting. Before I get started, there's one more difference I forgot to mention. These bullets are the 125 grain bullets that I'm going to be shooting, comparing to his 145 grain bullets, like I said. But what I didn't mention is that this is 45-45-10 lubed, and this one has lube in the lube grooves. I don't know if that's going to really make too much of a difference, but I think it will be okay. Anyways, yeah, these are dropped at 358. The mold is 358, and I'm pretty sure this is the same, more or less. But just wanted to add that to you before we get started. Well, alright you guys, I made it out here. I'm out at the range, and I got my 38 Smith & Wesson 45 Colt here with me today. Like I told you guys I would be here, so we're gonna start up with the 145 grains, the round nose bullets that the other guy made, and we're gonna start with him and compare them against mine. Just to show you guys how I'm gonna load this girl, gonna be loading it standard cowboy load. I know it's a double action revolver and I know that it holds 6, but I'm just gonna be loading it cowboy with the 5 and on the empty. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright, so I'm up here pretty close. I'm only at 5 yards, but I have a rather small target that I made. So I'm gonna pull this thing in single action mode, and I'm just gonna take my time and aim at this tiny little target that I got here. Click. Alright, that's all of it. Let's go see how we did. Like I said, I'm only 5 yards, but very small target. And I can see 4 holes, very, very close proximity. And then the 5th one is a flyer. So those 4 are really close together. That's a really good group. And as you can see, I got the target labeled 145 grain, 359 diameter, 1.1 grains of tight group with the lead round nose bullet. Let's go try the other ones. Alright, I know some of you wanted to see this thing on the unloading process, so pretty simple. That's all there is to it. Alright, let's load up my 125 grain bullets now. Gonna do the same thing, gonna do the cowboy load. This is all Dominion brass, not that that really makes a difference. Alright, let's go up there and see what we can do. Okay, well, we're back here with the 125 grain bullets. 5 yards, single action. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, that's all 6. Or 5, I should say. Let's go see how we did. Well, not nearly as accurate. Grouping is a little bit, looks like low. Could be because of the diameter of the bullet. Maybe I'll have to play around with some powder charges and try to see what I can get there. That's the 125 358 1 grain of tight group. Well, let's try something else. Alright, so I'm at 10 yards now. Let's try the 145 grains. Let's go see how we did. So this was 10 yards, 5 shots. So, not terrible. I'll take a picture and we'll see you in a sec. Alright, 5 rounds loaded up with the 125 grains. 10 yards. Single action. Now let's go see. A little bit more of a spread on the 125 grain. Shooting low left compared to high left. So I'll take a picture. Alright, well, now that the testing is over, I'm just going to go ahead and shoot double action at 10 yards. That was with the 125 grain bullets and 10 yards. So that's not bad. Anyways, Dust Tucker signing out. Have a good one.